I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
No, 66. Sugar.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6. To the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Brady to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Hey, that. Go Bandit. Hey, Alabama.
They'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that will be the last shot that they take in this game.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That pass complete to Moore. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Hubbard is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Hubbard again, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go.
Starting the drive with Algier. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Mon. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll work down inside the 45. The Falcons at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mon going to throw it. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down from the gun, it's Mon. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Koo knocks this one through the post. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Airing it deep for Fowler. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
14, Falcons 3.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mon. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After one, a 14-3 ball game. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mon looks to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Mon. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, check it. 72. Hey, check.
Shotgun now for Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Ozzie! Regular!
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From midfield, here's Brady. And that is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Brady. He's got this one complete to Fountain. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. A good pickup there, a 22.
For the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Brady. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Day. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Brady. He finds his man, complete. That's Day. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Cover! Fire! Check it!
From the gun, it's Brady. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Gonzalez's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Rip! Hey, Alabama.
On 2nd down and 4, Brady, he's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
From the gun on third down, Brady. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On play action, it's Brady. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Falcons 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Alpha. 450. Check it.
Now a play fake. Brady. Airing it deep for Fowler. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out.
16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Down.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They run it with Balaj. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 22. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Mond. Over the middle, caught by London. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Throws right back to London, complete again. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw again. This is caught. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll try and run with Balaj. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kalen Balaj, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hubbard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Hey, set. 72. Regular.
On the counter, this is Hubbard. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. Second down and 8. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Brady. Over the middle this time to Fowler. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Falcons 9.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Mons throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But Matt Rule, not a big fan of that last call, and he's going to go ahead and challenge it. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Mond looks to throw on first down. Into the hands of London. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down. Now Mon. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Mond out of the shotgun. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Levante David drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Got it.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Mond. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Throwing now is Brady. Airing it deep for Fowler. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
And they'll indeed take a knee. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And they take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural. But
I like where we're going with this. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Panthers, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it on the road, on the curve, on the block. Was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, so that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she comes, look what I gotta do. I'm moving with a 2, yeah, I'm faded like a football. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket coupe, one for me and one for you. Yeah. like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, get him picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with Oxy. I miscount cause I'm off a... Yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it on the road, on the curve, on the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that means a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full.
New toys, convoys, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm the connect, my boy. Off the
Cut it on the road, on the curve, on the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count all the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here revealing, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta